If your kids have ever told you they were bored, you're going to love this object lesson. Hi, I'm Jamie Knapp, and welcome to the channel where quick insights and tips make raising kids in the gospel so much easier and a lot more fun. Whether you are using this to go along with your Come Follow Me study or just helping teach the concept of being anxiously engaged in a good cause, this object lesson teaches why the Lord wants us to be anxiously engaged and how we do that. In Doctrine and Covenants, section 58, the Lord is beginning to tell his people about the New Jerusalem. In verse 25, he tells them, "Wherefore, let them bring their families to this land, as they shall counsel between themselves and me." Notice he doesn't tell them just to come. He wants them to counsel with each other and with him. Sometimes the Lord does the same thing for us. He asks us to do things, but doesn't always tell us exactly when or how. He wants us to figure some of those things out on our own so that we can grow in the process. In 26, he continues, "For behold, it is not meet that I should command in all things. For he that is compelled in all things, the same is a slothful and not a wise servant. Wherefore he receiveth no reward." Now, why does the Lord compare this to being a sloth? A sloth hangs upside down in a tree almost the entire day. In fact, he only comes down from that tree once a week to, use the facilities. But other than that, he lives upside down in the tree and doesn't accomplish much of anything. So when the Lord says that we shouldn't be a slothful servant, well, that's what he's saying, is that he doesn't want us to live our lives, to go through our lives without accomplishing anything of significance. The Lord continues in 27, "Verily I say, men should be anxiously engaged in a good cause, and do many things of their own free will, and bring to pass much righteousness. For the power is in them, wherein they are agents unto themselves, and inasmuch as men do good, they shall in no wise lose their reward." In this activity, we're going to learn the importance of not being a slothful servant. Now, all of us were sent here by the Lord, and he has a work for each of us to do. And there is so much good that we can do in the world, and all of us are needed in order to get that good done. We kind of have a limited amount of time to do it. For this object lesson, you're just going to need a few coins. Now, if you have teenagers, you may want to throw in a couple of dollar bills just to, make the incentive a little more fun. What you're going to do is you are just going to kind of scatter the coins around a room, whichever room you're using. You can hide them if you have older kids, or you can just put them out in the open if you have younger kids. Now, what you're going to do is you need two volunteers. One of them is going to be a wise servant, and one is going to play the part of a slothful servant. Now, for the wise servant, you are going to just say, "Hey, we're going to do this exercise. I need you to go find all of the good things in this room that you can find. Just look around, gather all the good things you can. You have 30 seconds, and then bring them back to me." Now, for the slothful servant, you're going to let them know that because they're slothful, they're not going to do a lot of acting on their own. In fact, they can't do anything without you specifically telling them to do it. So you're going to have to tell them, "Okay, I need you to walk 2 steps forward. Now I need you to put your hand out and look down and grab a coin. There's a coin there, pick it up. All right, now I need you to walk 1 more step forward." Now, after the 30 seconds, you're going to have the two volunteers come back, and you're going to compare the good that they were able to come up with. Doctrine and Covenants, section 58, verse 29 says, "But he that doeth not anything until he is commanded, and receiveth a commandment with doubtful heart, and keepeth it with slothfulness, the same is damned." Now, when the Lord tells us that we are damned, what he's saying is that we are stopped. We can't progress and become better, because the Lord wants us to learn how to be agents unto ourselves. He can't tell us how to do every single thing. When we're raising a toddler, we have to tell them every single thing to do. But the older they get, the more they are able to learn how to do wisely on their own. And the Lord wants the same for us. So he wants us to look around and see what good we can do in the world and do it. And as we do so, not only will we find joy and bless the lives of others, but we will also grow and become more like him.